Hey guys, welcome. We're up to Season 7, Episode 9 of Criminal Minds. We're going to continue what we did in the last two videos. Here we go. Creepy sounds. Military.
Didn't come out here to play games. Bus is leaving in 5 minutes. Get your gear, it stays.
Uh-oh. My immediate thought before anything happens.
You're out here 6 days, boys.
Some kind of mental break, PTSD.
What have you done?
What? That's a death? That's a death? That's 5 drinks. Oh, I'm gonna kill myself.
What do you think?
It presents as mass suicide.
Can you prove it?
Not without visiting the campus. Somerville Military Academy, Oceanside, Florida. 5 boys were found hanging this morning.
The bodies are at the medical examiner's now.
There's no photos?
School personnel thought they may still be alive, so they cut them out of the trees.
Jimmy Burbage, Philip Mumford, Jerry Bowden, Jack Briggs, Tucker Feldman. What drove him to suicide?
A freshman cadet, Bailey Shelton, hung himself 2 weeks ago in his room.
Identical bed
So
sheet
all 5 of them hung themselves?
Sheets camping.
They would if it was their plan.
They must have made some kind of bet.
But
Something
why?
else, 6 kids went on the trip. Only 5 were found.
Oh.
Officials confirmed that Josh Redding is still missing.
So maybe he chickened out of the bet.
Or was there a part of it?
And the campus is completely off the grid. No internet.
I can help with that.
Which is why you're coming with us.
Yeah!
So am I.
Isn't Somerville
what?
the director's alma mater?
Yes. The Academy has enjoyed a spotless reputation, so the hope is to keep the investigation
I think that was
in-house.
5. I think the question is, he's a suspect. Alright. He's a suspect. Did he kill them? Or is he a witness to where he
Henry David Thoreau.
is running from
There's
what
still no
happened?
sign of Josh Redding.
We'll join the search.
Socioeconomic breakdowns all over the map. Yeah, so are the ages. Students are 12 to 18 years old, on the same campus,
That's
in the
drastic.
same dorms.
Same personnel has worked there for a lifetime. Ron Massey's been superintendent for 30 years.
He's an alum, as is the majority of the staff there.
The school raises soldiers. Suicide is not part of that mantra.
Nope.
Bailey Shelton was only 13 years old. He was one of the youngest students there.
This death
That
is probably the key to the evidence.
Doesn't make sense. I don't know why this reminded me of that. I'm not a fan of tinted windows, and I'm not a fan of lifted trucks. And I have a truck. I have a truck, it's not lifted, it doesn't have tinted windows. Not a fan. Did you just do peace sign? Love that.
I haven't told the boys yet.
Do they know who we are? Any leads on Josh?
In that terrain, he's only capable of moving a mile an hour.
Puts him in a 60-mile radius. It's 5,600 square miles to cover.
Tawes knows those woods better than anybody.
I'll take that as a statistic, Mr. Reed.
Here.
Where's the place with the most outlets?
Best bet is in the library.
Thank you.
We'd like to start with Bailey Shelton's suicide. Do you have a copy of the medical examiner's report?
I don't. But there was no question he hung himself.
Well, the nuances can tell us a lot. It would be helpful to us to know what Bailey's last day was like.
I'll show you. He stayed in the plebes' hall. His father took all of his belongings after the suicide. Josh's items are as they were.
Josh stayed with the first years.
He's the brigade commander. Bailey's suicide hit him hard.
Classes were canceled the day after Bailey died. But men are lost in battle all the time.
This isn't battle, and these aren't men.
Yeah, but that makes
when they
sense
leave here.
because you're training
How
them.
many suicides have you seen?
I would agree with y'all if it wasn't
The
military.
mission was unsupervised?
I get it because of that
But
aspect.
you came
But
back 6 days later.
Standard procedure to check in if the weather's extreme. Had lightning and thunder last night.
Boys didn't have any way to communicate with you?
Smoke signal.
Seriously?
smoke signals?
Basic survival skills, man. We teach them to follow their instincts, not rely on technology.
I don't agree. Like I said, don't agree with it, but I get it.
Survival courses like these often trigger a fight or flight response. It looks like that's what happened to Josh. Did Josh Redding isolate himself a lot?
I suppose.
I wonder if they're thinking he
And why's that?
killed
He
him.
don't want me at Somerville in the first place.
He was nearly 6 feet tall by the time he was 14.
Damn.
Bad temper, and he was punching holes in walls, and he wouldn't listen to me anymore.
He could be belligerent. But this was extreme.
Why?
We had to force him.
Josh has never been much of a talker, but I think he felt a real responsibility for Bailey and the other boys and I.
Did he ever tell you why Bailey may have killed himself?
No.
Mr. Redding.
How you gonna get my boy back here?
See, this is the thing. He's either having a break or someone's after him.
And suicide is the ultimate power?
Isn't it?
Well, at least the boys felt enough remorse to write, "We're sorry."
I mean,
I
suicide.
wasn't trying to take your old life.
Yeah, suicide is. I wouldn't say.
But I guess
I wouldn't call
the
it
other
power.
kids couldn't hear Bailey hang himself. Josh was laying right here.
I don't know what I would call it, but I wouldn't call it power.
Never seen a mass suicide apology.
Yeah.
Maybe they knew it would help their parents. Could be confessing other sins.
I don't.
Tucker Calhoun.
Interest of whom?
Himself. Boys like Josh reject the lessons of men. His generation has little respect for their elders.
I said this last episode. This is a mystery. I think I said it last
We've been
episode.
working
This is
on it.
like a mystery.
All
They
the
do
years
so
from
well
the
with
laundry
each
room
episode.
teaches them responsibility.
For those wondering, Criminal Minds fans, y'all are currently sitting at number 6, but there's a good chance you can make top 5. Very good chance. We'll put it at that.
Were the victims bunks made before they went into the woods?
Each and every morning.
So where did they get the sheets to hang themselves?
It doesn't make sense for a 12 to 18-year-old in military training to commit suicide. Very unlikely. Statistic. Without military experience.
You know, older buildings like this emit a low enough frequency that you can't consciously hear. Because the sensory overload can't be explained, it wreaks havoc with your emotions, inducing fear, panic, and dread, hence the feeling of being haunted.
Thanks, Reed.
What about the visions?
Leaves of 3, let them be.
Oh man, poison ivy. Alcohol swab stacked. Thank you. You know, if I've got it, so do you.
I'm Italian, it knows better. Where's my...
He's meeting with the victims' families. They're arriving now. JJ, how are Josh's parents?
Upset. They sent him here to keep him away from trouble. Taz made it seem like
I've never gotten poison ivy. I've been in the woods all my life.
A cult.
It kind of is.
This is a well-respected institution.
They're not on trial.
An integral part of the investigation.
It can be a well-respected institution and also be a cult.
Bailey Shelton killed himself in Josh Redding's room.
Was Josh?
I love the military, but you
According to the
know,
records.
extreme.
But
But I get it also. So you know, you see how that works.
It just took off.
Massey said he never got any respect from Josh.
Josh's own parents said he was impossible to control.
His course load indicates increased isolation.
Everything is hinting at him
Smart,
being the unsub.
angry. Like could be a budding psychopath.
What are you saying? Josh Redding killed his classmates?
It's hinting at that. Or he's running from something. I believe in you, kid. I'm gonna say you're running from something. Don't let me down. And I don't mean running from like them. I mean like you're running from something. I don't mean running from like the aspect of him being guilty. I mean like running from something that's framing him or trying to kill him aspect.
Josh supervised the cadets both in the bunk and the laundry room. That could explain how the sheets got out there.
Yeah, so what does "we're sorry" mean? If it wasn't written for suicide, what if Josh wanted them to apologize for something?
For their sins?
What are you looking at?
The ME's report. Bilateral fracture of the pars interarticular of the C2 vertebra.
What's that?
Classic hangman's fracture, but only one of the 5 victims had it.
Which one?
Tucker Calhoun.
Jeez, who is this guy?
The other subrotational fractures hanging was secondary.
Staging the crime scene. Josh is more sophisticated than we thought.
Damn, they're
And
making it seem like it is
He
him.
wanted Tucker to suffer. The question is why?
Someone who killed 6 of my boys.
We need to figure out why.
We need to start with everyone who knows Josh.
Okay. Everything is leaning against him now. Okay. Well, shit.
No, man. Josh didn't have friends. Josh is straight up. This place never broke him. No matter how hard they tried.
So
Who tried to
he
break
maintained himself.
Tucker?
A cadet will not lie, cheat, steal, or tolerate those who do.
He's got an honor code. My guess is not everyone lives by it.
Uh-huh.
We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be.
And why the hell would Josh hurt them?
Has Josh been more distant this year?
His course load is extreme.
I don't know.
Did he specifically confirm
I don't
that
know.
to you?
That boy Bailey cried himself to sleep every damn night.
Maybe Josh had had enough of that.
He met him outside. Bailey's father couldn't come into this building. So Josh ordered his clothes.
Nah. If that's realistic, there's no way he killed. There's no way he's the bad guy. There's no way. Unless he had a break after that moment. But that, like, still, that's so There's no way.
That's what must have
I'm on the fence, man. I'm literally, it's a seesaw right now, and I'm on the middle. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I want to think that he's not.
Do you think he did?
I wouldn't fool with Josh.
You're a smart kid. He's a big guy.
He used to come in here and pee on the sheets after we washed them.
Did he do that on the night that Bailey Shelton committed suicide?
Bastard did it every night.
Do you think Josh
Why would
wanted
he-
to punish
what?
those kids for picking on Bailey?
They're posted. Or points. Or awards.
How many do you have?
-5.
Good luck. Thanks for the help.
No one told us about a point
Yeah, no one said anything about
Tucker
that.
Calhoun has the most points.
Who approves them?
Massey.
Or maybe Tucker was his little pet.
Could it be a
That comes
hit?
with an attitude. Steamroller types like that, they don't let anybody get in their way. We should look at the points of everyone who died in those woods. My guess is they were all bullies.
Except for Josh.
So Josh was a good kid, the rest were bullies. I wonder if they got the, like I said, the first kid killed.
Josh had contact with Bailey's father the day he died.
And you think he could give you behavioral clues about Josh?
It's all we have right now, Starks.
The man just lost his son. You really think he's going to remember how Josh acted?
Alright, do we have another
I'm
option?
open to other suggestions.
Massey knows his students better than anyone. Why not trust him?
Because all Massey wants right now is for this to go away. He'll tell us whatever he thinks we want to hear.
Why are you here? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Isn't exactly the kind of place you'd stumble upon. Do you think Josh built this trap?
Yes.
Summer go ahead, but
Hold up.
poncho to cover it.
He lured Chris Shelton here.
Body was still warm, probably died just
He's
a few
being
hours.
chased. I'm so
couldn't
convinced
be
he's
far
being
away.
chased.
Charles already took off. Thinks he can
Is
find
something wrong with this academy?
Well,
Are they building something and changing kids into something that he doesn't agree
Bailey's
with?
father did.
duffel's from Somerville. It's got Bailey's stuff in it. And these.
Unless it was set up. Here, this might have been set up. Shit, I don't know, man. This one's really getting me.
Okay, so he blamed them for bullying his son, and Josh escaped.
Josh wasn't supposed to be out here in the first place.
23 cadets sleep in that building. They're saying he wasn't there.
They're lying.
But that's against your code.
They haven't been here long enough to understand the importance of it.
Did Josh find Bailey in the laundry room after bed check?
Bailey was his responsibility.
And who else was there?
Tell me this. Did Josh kill Chris Shelton in the woods?
He was being chased, in which case it was self-defense.
Josh killed a man. Any advice on how to tell his parents?
Y'all sent those. It was self-defense.
I'm gonna need to see that.
You sent Josh out there with all of them, and you sent those guys to kill him.
He sets rules, was the first to break them.
Oh my gosh. The school does have a cell phone, only it's not listed on Massey. The account was opened by Taz.
Massey's lying about something as simple as a cell phone. What else is he hiding?
He still wears his wedding ring. Bailey was all I had left.
I'll do anything to protect him.
I'm not sure about that. Bailey's trachea showed signs of scarring.
He'd attempted suicide before?
No, it was internal damage. It wasn't related to the COD.
What does that
What were the injuries?
cause?
Hard to say.
And you assume his father was abusive?
Yeah, abuse. I was
Someone
about to
was.
say that.
I didn't think much of it till I saw similar scars on the other boys, including blisters and burns on their hands.
On all of them.
Well, their scars were much older, but yes, identical.
They're all abused kids. That's why they're trouble. Is that why they're troublemakers?
You didn't write it down anywhere.
We don't use maps of that terrain. You're expected
He did
to
that
know
on
it.
purpose. He's very
Mr. Shelton
organized.
was quite upset when you saw him.
Of course he was.
Who did he blame?
Excuse me?
He was a desperate widower who put his son in your hands. He trusted you, and look what happened.
Ma'am.
What? We're trying to help him, and he's keeping things from us.
I have cooperated fully.
You're-
Did you blame someone? Josh Redding?
She snapped. I didn't expect that
I
from
just don't
her.
have the patience for this. He's clearly hiding
All
something.
due respect, ma'am. Have you been drinking?
I have.
What are you talking about?
Just because you
Josh,
said
we
that.
have one shot at this.
Do you think I don't know that?
Well, if he smells what I can smell in your breath right now, the credibility of this investigation would be compromised.
You've been drinking. I've been drinking.
Damage
I
is
can still keep a
severe,
level
like the boys
head.
have been suffocated, but what about the blisters?
Yeah, Miss Cadets probably have the freshest scars.
Who's the better one?
Well, we're gonna need one of them to admit it.
Hutch, she's drinking. I asked you if something was going on. You partnered me with her.
Morgan, she was getting help. I'm gonna have to call the AP, but this is not my...
Wait, this is not about me? Is that what you're gonna say? You know how many times I've heard that, Hutch? Well, I am tired of it. You keep telling me that I have problems trusting people. But from where I'm standing, you're the one who can't trust anyone with anything.
Shit. Okay, guys.
Their dorm is the farthest point from the laundry room. Why are they so isolated?
The ME said Bailey had blisters and burns, fingertips were raw, his trachea had internal scarring.
Because that could be damage done inside an industrial-sized dryer.
Oh my god.
What?
Some Massey's breaking these boys.
Tucker, no, please. Please stop. Please. Please stop.
What?
Please.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
No, in all the materials it says they don't believe in corporal punishment.
Bailey writes about each of those boys and how
This
they
place
feel.
is a fucking hellhole. That's what's going on.
Does it mention Josh?
Not at all.
Then why would Chris Shelton go after him?
got a couple of contacts on it, Somerville Academy being one of them.
Any unknowns? Taz has a cell.
No way. Lieutenant No Tech? There's one unknown. It's a text. Looks like phone numbers.
What are they? Those aren't phone numbers. That's latitude and longitude.
Coordinates.
Right where those boys were camping.
This place is sketch.
Chances without information every step along the way. He's not to be trusted.
What's your theory?
He's created a dysfunctional and abusive environment in which children like Bailey Shelton and others are repeatedly abused.
Massey texted Chris Shelton the coordinates for the campsite, not to hurt all the boys, but to take out Josh.
But he didn't count on Josh fighting back, and he underestimated the power of Chris Shelton's revenge.
Staging the murders to look exactly like Bailey's death was a message. To Massey. Chris Shelton wanted Massey to lose his sons too.
Sir, have you found him yet?
Negative, sir.
You finish this. Understand?
That's insane.
Yes, sir.
I believed in that kid from the start of this episode.
He probably drove his own car. We didn't see any ATVs.
Chris Shelton drives a truck.
Did you see one on the road on the way in?
No.
What's the next closest road?
Well, it's a track. It's at least a few miles north of where the body was just found.
That leaves 3 likely areas we would have parked.
You didn't find any keys, did you?
Because Josh probably took it.
All right, we need to divide up.
Fuck off, John Locke.
Fellas, don't do it. It's over.
Oh, shit!
Yes, Mrs. Jarvis, I understand your concerns, but we're all fine. Soldiers, ma'am. Call any time.
Colonel Ron Massey, you're under arrest.
I've done nothing.
Yes,
You texted Chris Shelton the coordinates of the campsite. That makes you an accessory to murder.
Texted.
Okay, fine. You had Taz do it.
Why would I do that?
Everything
Because
is
you
on
had
him
no
right
power
now.
or control over Josh, and you couldn't handle that.
No one will believe Josh. He's a troubled boy.
He's a grown man, Colonel. You should be proud.
Hell yeah. Wow. My sentencing is gonna be just him. That's a good soldier right there. That's a good soldier. Hell yeah. That's a goddamn
Beware,
good
so
soldier
long as you
right there.
live, of judging men by their outward appearance. Jean de La Fontaine.
Uh-oh.
Do you have the after-action report?
No.
I need it on my desk by the morning.
I'll give it to the director.
Pardon?
It's time for you to admit that you need some help.
This is absurd. Aaron. Aaron, what are you doing?
God damn, it rattles?
One call to the EAP and everything will be all right.
You have no idea what this is going to do to me.
I don't give a shit what it does to you. You've
You
already
should
pissed me off
warn
enough.
him privately. And for that, you should be grateful.
You should get your damn help you need. You're lucky I'm not shitting on you even further. You've caused so much trauma and pain to me. I hope you get the help you need. Yeah, look at me. Being a kind individual. That woman has caused so much fucking pain to me. I could easily like wish the worst things upon her, but no, I don't. I hope she gets the help she needs, and I hope she gets better. Because I'm not a piece of shit. Some of my commenters say otherwise. Jokes. Holy shit. So sentencing, and like I said, great soldier right there. Great soldier. That right there, that kid, I trust. Trust with my life. And like I said, as this was concluding, I'm going to throw everything onto that one Massey. Throwing it all onto him. So, 18, he's old as hell, so all of this doesn't really matter, but 18 to 22 years of murder. 7 counts. I think that's 100, what is that? 126. Add 15 to 20 years for the attempted murder of the kid. That is about 141. And then, you know what? Get this. Conspiracy. I'm going to throw a conspiracy charge on him, 25 to 30 years. Add 25, that's 166. I will also add abuse charges onto him. However, I don't know to the extent of the abuse charges because of how long he's been doing this, how many people were involved in the abuse, and whatnot. So I cannot give a specific number, but you have at least 166 years in prison. Add on top all of the abuse and whatnot, corruption, conspiracy, whatever you want to call it. I say conspiracy, it could be corruption, it could be, manipulation. Something where it's in armed forces or growing soldiers and you are creating a divide. That's what that is. So when I said conspiracy, he's getting 25 to 30 years. That's not just conspiracy. It's like I said, he's failing to uphold his duty as his position of a military general, guiding and showing and creating soldiers how they should do whatever they do. Hope that makes sense. That's what that is. Conspiracy, you can call it whatever you want. Conspiracy, manipulation, treason, whatever. I don't think treason would be the right word anyways. Yeah, but 166 to whatever years he is. Bam! I believed in him. I believed in that kid from the very beginning, and I did not let that go. I was sitting there, I was in the middle at one point, and I was like, oh man, everything's looking like he's the bad guy. Nope. He's not. Good job. Yeah. Like the video, comment down below, subscribe if you have not already, and I will see y'all